How's it going, everybody? I am the Green Scorpion, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Mario Golf, finally! Oh gosh, sorry it's been a while, guys, but after I did the last episode, I was in a rush to finish Top 10 Love Stories, and then I got hit with midterms, and you know what, I probably should explain this after I started the game. Yeah, I'll explain it in a minute. So, here we are for the third episode, and today we're gonna hit the Shy Guy International. So, let's get started. So yeah, before we get into questions, I do have some explaining to do. The reason that this episode took so long to get here is because after the second episode aired, I was in a rush and... Ah, geez, I'm off to a bad start already. I was in a rush to get Top 10 Love Stories done because Valentine's Day was approaching fast. And then, as soon as that week was over, I was hit with midterms and then spring break, which I had to get home, and I didn't have any of my equipment with me. And on top of that, the week after I got back from spring break, I had more midterms. So yeah, so schoolwork, midterms, catching up with family and whatnot, on top of having a new job, has kind of taken over my life as of late. But I have some downtime now, so I'm back. Yeah, I'm back here playing some Mario Golf, finally. So, yeah, and for those of you probably wondering, yeah, I got a new job. I'm, currently working as a valet parker in, the Philadelphia area. It's a nice job, and it's paying, it's paying for my food, so I can't complain about that. And is that too strong? Yeah, that's way too strong. Shoot. Oh, man. Love how this is starting already. You can already tell that I'm seriously out of practice. I should be able to get this one. Right there? Oh yeah, that's going in. Awesome! Alright, so with the first hole already down, let's say we get to some questions, because, yeah, I kind of went on a tangent there. So, the first question comes from JackTrack91. What's your opinion on Anarchy Reigns? Oh, it's been a while since that game got released. You can tell that some of these questions are a bit old, guys. Sorry. What do I think of Anarchy Reigns? I think it's a pretty fun game. I got it when it was released, and, overall, the game is actually pretty fun. I mean, it's not the greatest game ever, but, it was okay in my opinion. I had a lot of fun with it, but I recently traded it in because I wasn't getting it, I just wasn't playing it anymore. But what I played, I don't regret getting the game. I had fun with it. Ah, shoot. Yeah, like, some of my favorite characters to use, Jack Cayman was a character that I used a lot, so was Rinrin. Rinrin, are you serious? Okay, now I'm embarrassed.
Bogey.
There we go. Ah, jeez. Anyway, continuing with that, I think Anarchy Reigns is overall a fun game. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's a good time waster, in my opinion, and a good game if you just want to go all carnage and have a lot of fun. Like, just destroying stuff. It's a good hack and slash fest, I'll give you that much. Alright, so let's move on to the next question. Master Cthulhu 79 asks, Why did you play Brutal Legend if you're not a huge metal fan? Good question, actually. I was actually introduced to Anarchy Reigns by, Comic Foil. He told me it was an interesting game, and he and I actually share the similar opinion that we're both not a huge fan of metal. But he showed me the game, like, he introduced it to me before, because he was helping me with Weapons Month, and he mentioned Eddie Riggs. So I decided to pick up the game and try it myself, and honestly, I enjoyed it. Again, like, not the greatest game, but, geez, that's off. But anyway, yeah, like, not the greatest game I've ever played, but you know what? For $5 at GameStop, it was well worth my time. I don't even think it's like $5 now. I think it's like $3 you can get that game. Seriously, that game got gypped. I mean, it's a really, really cool game in my opinion. Ah, jeez. Okay, I'm overshooting these. Jeez, what's going on with me? Okay, let me focus on this one real quick. Okay, that's good.
Nice par.
Oh, man. I gotta start getting birdies here. But anyway, yeah, Brutal Legend, I played it because Comic Foil introduced it to me, and I don't regret it. Alright, so let's say we get on to the next question. Obsidious Fan asks, if you were a member of Organization 13, what would your name, weapon, and element be? That's a good question. What's a good name that starts with, what's a good name that uses Oscar with an X? I mean, oh shoot, now that I think about it, I could go with, like, let's see, O-S-C-A-R with an X. You know, it's funny, I actually have all the, of the letters that you need to make, like, Roxas, but there's a leftover, what is it? There's a leftover C, so, I don't know, honestly, like, tell you what, let's have fun with this. You guys come up with my Organization 13 member and leave it in the comments, because I'm really curious as to what you guys come up with, because I can't really think about it right now. So,
Nice
I'll leave my Organization 13 name to you guys, but if I had to choose my weapon and element, I guess I'm going to be appropriate here. I'd probably have a Scorpion Blade, and my element would be Poison. Just to be oh, come on! I'm missing these shots, and I'm, okay, I'm starting to get a little, yeah, that's fine. I should be able to make this shot easy. Good.
Nice part.
So yeah, like, my weapon would be like a Scorpion's Blade. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually have a Scorpion's Dagger at home. I don't have it on me now. I would take a picture of it and show you guys right now, but I don't have it. So yeah, actually, you know what? I'd have that Scorpion Dagger that I have at home, and my element would be Poison. I think that would do. Now, as for an Organization 13 name, I'll leave that up to you guys. So, get creative and let me see what you guys come up with, because I really want to see what you guys come up with, because, I'm repeating myself. So, let's move on to the next question before I go on more tangents. Novice9243 asks, what if I said there's a fan base in Europe dedicated to you? Interesting. If there is actually a fan base in Europe that's dedicated to me, I would like some proof. Okay, Novice9243, if you can provide me proof that there is actually a fan base dedicated to me in Europe, that's the kind of thing I gotta see to believe. So, yeah, yeah, give me proof of that. And, oh, shoot, that's a terrible shot, is it? Actually, no, it's not that bad. If it was just a little stronger, that would've been nice. This is a par shot, isn't it? Yep, it is. Alright, let me take this next shot and I'll, move on. There we go.
Nice par.
Okay, I need to start getting birdies to make up for the bogeys I got. Alright, next question comes from ShadowGirl43 Returns. If Professor Layton and Solid Snake were trapped in a mansion, much like the mansion of Amnesia: The Dark Descent, with absolutely no way to defend themselves and with no hope of escaping, who would come out alive and who would end up dead? Oh, man, that's a... I played Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and I know what kind of mansion that is. It's not one you come out alive. You come out of alive easily. Honestly, if I had to choose between the two, as much as I am a fan of Professor Layton, Solid Snake would probably be the best candidate to come out of that alive, because Professor Layton has his fencing skills, but he doesn't... Oh, man, but actually, yeah, he does have his fencing skills. Solid Snake, but Professor Layton doesn't have the combat expertise that Solid Snake does. And with no way to defend themselves, he wouldn't have access to a fencing foil in the first place. And overall, like, Snake is much more well-equipped mentally to deal with something like that than Layton is. Not equipped as in they won't go insane, because I don't think either of them will go insane, but
nice
I think Solid Snake has a better chance of getting out of that alive. So yeah, that's my take on it. Next question. Jake Tucker asks, have you ever seen the movie Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva? I have, actually. And I suppose you want my opinion on it. Frankly, I thought it was pretty good. Let me see. Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva pretty much brings, pretty much was actually oh geez, that was way too strong. Actually brings quite a different color to the world of Layton. I mean, It was a movie, first of all, so it's like, holy crap, what is this? This is actually pretty freaking insane. And, yeah, that was a good shit. That was an okay shot. To see it transition from video game to movie was a little jarring, especially considering the fact that most video game movies don't really end too well. Or don't really end up too well, but I was actually impressed with what they did. They kept the puzzle aspect. Professor Layton and Luke are still, like, their own selves. I didn't like the dubbing on, excuse me. I didn't like the dubbing on some of the characters, but, like, you could tell that it was, you could tell the dubbing was a little bit lazily done. But overall, it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, the movie's on YouTube, and it is broken up in parts, so you kind of have to, like, keep on going to the next part after like, a certain amount of time, but, I guess I'll put it to this way. If you're a fan of Professor Layton, oh, cool. If you're a fan of Professor Layton, then I'd say give it a shot. I mean, it's actually a pretty interesting watch. If you're not a fan of Professor Layton, you're not really gonna get much out of it, so that's pretty much my take on it. Alright, so let's move on to the next question. Brian Souza 16 asks, what is your favorite Kirby copy ability? That is easy. My favorite Kirby copy ability, and that's not on the green? Huh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to putt this. Oh, yeah! There's my birdie. Anyway, my favorite Kirby copy ability is easy. That is Ninja Kirby. Ever since I saw Ninja Kirby in Kirby Superstar Ultra, I didn't play the original first. I played Ultra first because it was on the DS. But, yeah, I absolutely love Ninja Kirby. I love the design of it. I love using it. And it only bumped up in my favor after Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Ninja Kirby in Kirby's Return to Dreamland is freaking fantastic. Well, I guess part of it is because I am a fan of ninjas to begin with. But, yeah, like, to see Kirby as a ninja is pretty freaking cool. And it is a tough copy ability to use, but that's another reason why I like it for some reason. I like doing so many of those, like, ninja tricks and extravagant, like, techniques that you can pull off with Ninja Kirby. Especially the Izuna drop, which only proves that Kirby's been taking notes from Ryu Hayabusa. Ninja Kirby's a lot of fun, so that's my favorite Kirby copy ability. Let's take the shot before I move on. And... ooh, oh man, that was awesome. That's a good shot right there.
Nice on.